We're in trouble. No. Popcorn. You were too slow. Lame. Oh, I got an itch. That, like, really gnarly. Anyway. Reach on that was nice. What I need is, well, knockout arena as per usual, but I also need to get my butt into battlegrounds and yeah, because we're not in a good spot right now, and that's no bueno. So gotta knock him out, man. Come on. Get sorted. This didn't last, so that was lovely. Billions, that's billions. All the billions. Solid. Crunchy. Crunchy. That heel is like itchy right now. Why is it so itchy? Oh. No. Made a fresh batch of tea this morning, so I'll feed myself some tea here in a bit. No. That'd be good. Bruh. Extra bruh. Bruh infinity. Extra bruh. What's up, you lab? How we doing? I think I chillaxed a little too hard last week. Because I haven't played Battlegrounds since last stream, so we're in a bit of trouble. So, because I basically have tonight and tomorrow night to get back at least into Mysterium. So, you gotta be careful. Ooh, I didn't think I was getting that one. So. And we still don't know what the next meta is supposed to be, right? I bet they'll drop it like right after the season ends. Like, okay, here's what the it's like, well, obviously we're in the friggin' preseason now. Like, they should announce it already. Like, I don't get it. I really don't. Well, I have to do a lot of rank ups. Like, a lot. And do a lot of ranking up. Including a rank 4. Which is either gotta be one of 3 champions. We're getting the second comp sometime this week, right? Kinda hoping to already have gotten it already. I really want to open up a Titan. I'm saving basics right now for all the champions to get added for the in December. So I'm saving basics. And I'll start saving Titans if we get like Carolina out of it, I think. Honestly, well, I think we'll open up the Nexus, and then depending on what we get out of that, we'll probably just save Titans, honestly. And then go ahead and awaken the Koye and go from there. So I think what I need to do is I got to take up either Sinister, Spider-Ham, or Koye. Rank 4. Those are like the next 3 I want to do. Koye is still unawakened. Gotta figure it out. I don't think I can go wrong with Sinister. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, Slay. It really doesn't. Fudge. It's like, I want to know who I would like have the potential to would rank up to for use. There's 2 days left in this meta. Like, who I rank up is like basically inconsequential to the rest of the season. Like, there's not gonna be anybody that like is gonna make the difference for me, really. The only 2 I could rank up, well, technically all 3 of the ones I want to rank up are in my deck right now. But I really don't want to do a Koye unawakened. But she will be awakened soon. Either I get her out of the Nexus, which I probably wouldn't take her out of the Nexus, unless she's just like the best option. Because honestly, if it's a first time awakening on her, or like a new champion, or a new awakening on somebody else, because I have the gem for her, I would take the awaken on somebody else. Now if it's awakening her or just Sigs on other champions, then you know I would take her awakening, but reinforcing Yoden. Honestly, at this point, probably. Well, if not like generics, but like at least like a rank 4 per Odin, I would say. If not, I don't know if that would necessarily be like what the major requirements for. So like 3 T7B or what have you, or I don't know that we'd necessarily get generics, but I could see full rank 4s for Odin at this point. I don't think that's out of the question. It was definitely too much for July 4th, and I'm very glad that it didn't. But I think by Cyber, I think the game would be more than ready for that. I wouldn't have an issue with that, personally. I think the whales have enough rank 4s at this point that having an extra 4 from 1 per Odin is not that big a deal. So I'd be totally okay with that. It was definitely too much a couple months ago, but in another month and a half, I think that'll be totally fine. No issue with that for me. So that'll be up onto command. Obviously, the free-to-play will need an appropriate amount. Well, yeah, I mean, it's Thanksgiving, basically, so almost a month and a half. Little over a month and a week, maybe. I mean, the deals last a full week anyway, so. I mean, yeah, it basically is. I mean, we usually say Cyber Monday, but it usually launches from Black Friday to Black Friday, or like the week after Black Friday. So if I had to guess a date, if we look at next calendar for next month, Thanksgiving should be, yeah, right there. So I would imagine, oh wow, that's like, oh wow, the way that lines up is actually like really late. Cyber Monday technically wouldn't be until December 1st. But I don't know that they extend it that far. Honestly, I could see it going from the 21st to 28th, so the week before, I could see them running it. I don't think they want to push it to December. So it would either be from the 21st to the 28th or the 28th to the 5th of December is what I would see them running the deals for. Probably. But I don't know that they would wait it out and extend it into December. That really wouldn't make sense, especially with gifting or banquet rather in December. I would bet probably more so on the 21st to the 28th, even though technically that wouldn't encompass Cyber Monday. They've kind of gone away from the naming scheme anyway. They don't really call it Cyber Deals anyway. So if I had to take a guess, I would say 21st to 28th would be, so about a month and a week. About five weeks away. So, if and I had to guess. No, that is that's the structure of July 4th. Cyber is always a store. It's not tiered deals. It's a store of options that you get to choose what you want. Some things will be blocked off, like you have to spend a certain amount of units before later more valuable stuff is unlocked to buy, but it's a store for Cyber. Yeah, it's not tiered in the same way. So, yeah, it'll be good. So I'm gonna max out the basically, apart from anything that's like relic related. So I will spend probably 40k, depending on how it's set up and what all has good value. I can see myself spending upwards of even like 45 since I have the units. Depending on how it's structured and what's like all available. 100% in 5 hours? That's honestly impressive. Dang. For the next Heart of Fire style, I mean, sort of. I mean, it would be Banquet too. Like, I would get whatever minimum, like 18, 20k or whatever minimum realistically decent value it will be for Banquet, and then it'll be saving basically after that. 6 hours. Either way, still 6 hours. I'm curious, what is the normal like speed run of that? I know like it can be beaten in pretty quickly with, you know, not 100%, but like an any percent run is pretty quick. But a full 100%, I'm curious. I know I've watched them, but oh, I would love to do that. It's still pretty dang quick, dude. Even when I replay it, like, dude, it always takes me a while to find everything to 100% it. Because like some stuff just I don't know. Even where I know where stuff is, it's like the maps are like not, especially Boggy Swamp. Boggy Swamp is terrible. It's so easy to miss something in Boggy Swamp. Not great. That, and like I was saying last time, like my copy seems to be bugged or something's wrong with it. I don't know. The last time we tried playing it, it didn't. It was like crashing, trying to go into Boggy Swamp. Going across the buoys to Boggy Swamp would like crash the game for some reason. And it didn't used to do that, so. Don't know what that's all about. Great nostalgia though, for sure. Definitely easier to 100% than like Ratchet and Clank is though, because even the first one, which is like reasonable to 100%, with like, by that I mean like collect all the gold bolts. There's some that are still like kind of hard to get. Getting all like the platinum bolts in the other games, or the titanium bolts or whatever there are. I think it's like platinum in the second one and like titanium in the third or something like that. I don't think I've heard it 100% any of the other ones. Yeah, shooting the rats. I've gotten better at it. What throws me off is specifically in the first Jack, because I play with the up and down in reverse. So like you pull down, it goes up. You can't do that. You can't change that to have inverted controls in the first Jack, so it goes normally, and it throws me the crap off. Yeah, I do so much better with it. It's weird because some people it's like it doesn't make sense to them, but like I play with inverted controls because it's like when you pull back on the joy, you pull back to look up, like a plane. Like you pull back on the joystick, you're tilting back, you look up. So that it's like that always made sense to me. Like I don't push down to look down. You know that. Obviously, now if you're using like the left and right being inverted, which is a setting you can change in a lot of games, that doesn't make any sense. But you know, the up and down that's gotta be inverted. But you can't change that in the first one. You can in the second, but the first one doesn't let you. Well, the problem is they're not inverted in the in the first one. You can change that setting in like the second and third. Although you can't in the third one for the one like early on, like the disc shooting game or whatever. That cannon, doesn't have reverse controls in it, and you can't change that. So you always have to do that mini game with normal controls, and that was always really tough to like do it better because of that. Like you really have to focus hard when you're used to reverse controls because you can't change that one. Probably one of my favorite mini games though is in the second one. When you're like at the crazy bird lady's like tent, and you have to like the X, triangle, circle, square like buttons you have to like press as they like shoot up onto the screen. That one's fun. The cannon. The cannon in the first one, or the one I was talking about? It's not literally a cannon. It's more like just a giant gun, like a railgun or something. Yeah, in the third game, yeah. It's like one of the first mini games too. Like it's really early on. It's a fun one though. But yeah, I have to do the up and down inverted. So, and for some games that's like the standard, and inverted is normal, which is also weird. But yeah, I have to use inverted up and down. That just makes more sense to me. Like it's more intuitive. Like for whatever reason, like when I'm just like naturally playing, like that's what I want to do. To look up, I pull back. I'm not sure if that's just because of like third person. Like that's just like what I'm used to. Like you pull back to tilt the camera the other direction. I don't know. But that's just, I don't know. This is the way I've always played those games, you know. This is actually starting to hurt my finger. Band-Aid's too tight. And now it's hold on. Ah. Whew. Ah. Release that pressure a little bit. That's better. Lost Frontier? No, I've never played that one. That should be fine. Ugh. Friggin'. Oop, nope, it's bleeding. Crap. Fudge. I'm gonna have to be careful for a second. I freaking caught my tip of my finger with the tip of an X-Acto blade, so it sliced my finger a little bit. And it's still bleeding, so oh crap. Unfortunately, it's like on the tip of my finger as opposed to like the pad of my finger, so like it's hard to like band-aid it properly. Yeah, only the main three. Just willpower, heal it. You know. I was like, as long as it wasn't my thumb, we're fine. Need to finish off the, oops, crap. I want to get all the champs on cooldown all at once here. It was a brand new friggin' X-Acto blade, so it was very sharp. And then of course, like, the stupid blade wasn't secure properly either, so when I went to leave, I friggin' like had it upside down after like pushing it all the way back down. But like the blade was loose, so it like stuck out a little bit. So when I put it upside down and like tapped my hand on the bottom of it, I poked a hole in the palm of my other hand. I was like, great, this is not my day today. Pretty sure I burned my other finger too, because I was stupid and touched a very hot thing. So it was not a good day for me. Pretty sure that's probably gonna leave a mark. I think so. That's kind of like the pace we're on, realistically. I honestly don't think Banquet will make as near as much money if they don't have rank 5 materials in it. Got bleed and incinerated. Darn straight. Instant cauterization, more like it. From endgame. I honestly, I'd rather like there not be any rank 5 materials in the crystal themselves, but like if there's like a rank 5 available for like the top like 30 spenders or whatever, I think that would be fine. And then with the conclusion, I honestly think we should have like the conclusion of Act 9 give, so 100%ing Act 9 should have a rank 5 in it, which is like good for like where I'm at in the game, but it's also like kind of sucky because Act content isn't like hard content anymore. So it's like being able to get a rank 5, which would be huge, from doing something easy like Act 9, especially given that it's even shorter than other acts used to be because there are fewer paths now. Like it feels bad in a way. Like I'd almost rather it be like from like a more like a labyrinth style, like actual like endgame content, because like act content, it's not really endgame content, it's just story content. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but that's the way it is. Oh yeah, especially not since the whales like already have a butt ton of rank 4s. Yeah, I mean, more or less. Well, honestly, the people that are like that have already 30, like, they're gonna wind up with everybody they need at rank 4. They'll basically have all top 30 rank, prestige rank 4s. And then they'll be able to just do whoever else they want. Because a lot of the people that have 30 plus rank 4s, they don't have the top 30 prestige champions at rank 4, let alone high stake either. It's one of the reasons that there's such a big spread in like AQ prestige now, because there used to be like a 7-8 way tie for like first. Oh, come off it. And I haven't looked at what it was like this last week, but well, actually no, that tie still exists. Sorry, because they haven't changed AQ prestige, so we could actually look how many actually are tied right now. Honestly, on the pace they're at, like, it would not surprise me to see 8 stars next year, because we have rank 5s. That means rank 6 will be Banquet next year. And we always see the next star level appear before we get the final rank of whatever star we're on. But that's always been the case. So if we're on that pace, 8 stars will exist next year. So we're basically, what's that? 14 less than a year, and like say 15 months. We'll extend that. So 15 months, people will have 8 stars. So what's up, PP? The banquet, yep. Basically. I mean, we've already seen a lot of people like, yo, Wolf, what's going, man? We've already seen like a lot of people this last month, like, just up and be like, just done, either done with the game entirely or just not be spend anymore. And like, I feel like I'm in a slightly interesting position there, because like I don't spend on the game, so like I'm free to play. I'm gonna continue being free to play. That's like, that doesn't change my position. And the way I play, like, I still need to play a lot to maintain what I do. So it's like, it doesn't really change much for me in so much, regardless of what Kabam does. Because the way I interact with the game isn't the same as way like big spenders interact with the game, you know. Like the 5x Peter Parker Harper, or what are like Brian Grant now? Yeah, well, I don't have it, so. Vancouver now. Be cool though. Certainly wouldn't mind if I had like a good opportunity to do that, but I do not. I still need to like get a passport and all that jazz. I'm a backup, not even close. Not even remotely. Golly. Wow, I am... Yeah. This is lagging horrendously. Enhanced. I don't have an enhanced ID either, so. Like, I haven't even bothered getting, like, an updated license because, like, we're in a weird spot where my license doesn't expire until I turn 65, so, like, I haven't bothered, like, getting a new one. I don't think stressful is necessarily the right word, but it's definitely like intense. Doing it live. Honestly, I would say probably like all the playing required to qualify would probably be more stressful than like actually being there and just doing, you know, like the whole live thing. Probably. Overtuned, I mean, yeah, the one a few years ago on July 4th, that was like insane. I was actually pretty happy with the place, you know, like the overall value of just last July 4th. Like it wasn't like too far in any one direction. Looks like... Did I slice my thumb too? What the heck? There's like a whole line across my thumb. It's not bleeding though. I might have somehow sliced my thumb too. What the heck? Very much so not my day-to-day. Jeez. That's a whole lot of no bueno. No bueno for sure. Yes, no bueno. Alright. Looks like my index finger at least clotted itself up, so it should be fine. Got that good clotting factory. Spanish fusion. I know a little bit of... Dude, speaking of, like, for whatever reason, like, it can't go. We have several people at work that, like, speak Spanish. And, it, like, came up, like, what the Spanish word for Monday was. And I was like... And then I was, like, thinking about it. And I'm like, I can't for the life of me remember what the days of the week are in Spanish. Like, I know Monday... Because, like, today's Monday, and, like, said it, and I was like, yeah, I got that. I couldn't remember what Tuesday was. Like, I knew what Wednesday was. I finally remembered Tuesday. I can't think of what Thursday, Friday are. Yeah, lunes, martes, miércoles. I can't remember what Thursday is, though, or Friday. Or Saturday, and then Sunday is Jueves. Jueves, is that right? Oh. Viernes. Those are not looking familiar for some reason. Those don't look right. Sábado, that's, yeah. Domingo, yeah, for Sunday. Jueves, viernes, that isn't, those don't sound right for some reason. Yeah, exactly. That was really what was wrong with that. It was like it was so much more. You could get more value out of that one sale than the entirety of like even having spent like a decent bit up to that point. Like it like more than doubled the top end of like even spenders as accounts. Really though, those don't sound right for some reason. The other ones, yeah. Lunes, martes, miércoles, I knew those. Sábado, yeah, that makes sense. Domingo for Sunday, yeah. But the Thursday, Friday, those just don't sound right for some reason. You like go and find my high school Spanish notebook or something. Probably around here somewhere. You can probably find it. Got like hundreds of yeah. Soy milk. Yeah. Exactly. I mean, I like soy milk for other reasons, but you're not wrong. Yeah, it was ridiculous. It was so much more than like what you could get with just like units too. And the units were like decent, but like it wasn't like anything compared to what you could also buy just from the cash as well. It was like all rank up gems and just a bunch of other stuff, you know. It was insane. Thankfully, they toned it down substantially from that, because like if they kept on that pace, like the game would 100% be like dead. That's just not sustainable at all. Bro. I'm dead. That was stupid. Mosquito. Missed. Yeah. And I don't mind like so much the. Actually, I'm kind of hoping I can get like Weapon X for spending enough in cyber, if that's a thing. That would be nice, because I'm still missing 7-star Weapon X. That would be really good. Seasons in Spanish? No. I do not, naturally. I know a lot of probably useless words. I can't make sentences. Did a lot of verbs, so I know conjugation. But like how to do that at least. Not like actually. Oh my gosh! And I died in a combo level. There's no way they'd allow Dark Phoenix to be acquired in any other way for a while. I was trying to parry that. Oh, it looks like I did, but I didn't have to yet. Swippy, swippy. Let's do this. Well, because Red Guardian specifically was only available for cash. You had to spend $400 to get him. That was the only way to get Red Guardian. Was $400 minimum. So, not everyone's gonna get that. And then I know even fewer like Japanese words that I've like, you know, picked up from trying to do Duolingo and just watching a lot of subbed anime. Just like a few words that'll like stick out, you know. That'll like I'll hear and I'm like, I know that word. Yeah, you need something that's like Power Shield is good for. Something where like, I mean even crit me, or well, no, not crit me actually, because the crit me you don't get the burst. Bruh. God, the lag! Dude, I would have taken Japanese if my high school had it. We only had like Spanish, French, Russian. I think those were the only three. So I took Spanish. I would 100% have taken Japanese if we had it though. That would have been amazing. Like, I don't care. I don't need to like write it, but like being able to like read it to at least to some extent, and like just understand it, like spoken or be able to speak it would be pretty neat. Like, I don't really care to know how to write it then. is like would be completely unnecessary. But Dark Phoenix was released with the Heart of Fire, so that was what, that was May? Something like that. So 5 months ago now. Now I could see them having Torch back in Cyber. See, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I 100% would have taken Japanese. I imagine it probably still would have gone as about as well as Spanish did. It was like, I don't know Spanish, but you know. Oh, Division. No, but the reason I say maybe Torch is because they've had where like when Weapon X was added to like the pool of like he was like the champ to get, like he was in both Cyber and July offers. See, I don't know that I could like take to any language particularly in general like that. I just my brain doesn't work that way. But yeah, I didn't have the units back when the last time Weapon X was around. But I think he was in the last Cyber, I think, right? That's fair. Dude, Claire, I would have loved Claire be in the Heart of Fire over Tigra. Tigra, I don't think was good to come as a 7-star. He's just way too busted. Like Juggernaut. Like I don't think Juggernaut should have been a 7-star as early as he was. Like he's just so busted. This is probably like the most units I've probably ever had. I'm over 52K right now. Because I didn't spend any on July 4th. Banquet has like terrible value though. If you're gonna spend units on anything, I would say Cyber for sure. The reason I skipped Cyber last year and did Banquet was because it was the 10th anniversary like special Banquet, and there was like an extra like realm event they did on top of it. Now if they still plan on doing another realm event, just because realm events are like a thing they do now, even though it's outside of, you know, the special particular 10th anniversary like they did last year. I might make it slightly better, but if they don't have that, 100%, it is going to be a crappy Banquet. It's not going to have near the value that Cyber's going to have for your units. Projected. Do you mean like the pool? I think Vega like did a video on like a champions that might go with that or something. I don't think I watched that one, so I'm actually sure where the pool is, but we don't actually know. Yeah, they're always like I looked about. Well, I skipped it entirely last year to do all of Banquet because I knew splitting my units and doing half and half would have netted me less than just going all out in either of them. And I wanted to do Banquet because it had Isophene. And I never ended up ranking up Isophene, but, you know. I between the milestones and the crystals, I 100% got more out of Banquet than I would have maxing out Cyber, so it was still the right choice for me. Like, didn't have the units to do both. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of big community voice. I mean, I just watched Lag's video. I started watching it this morning before I went to work, and I finished it just before I started streaming. About like his rant on like the balancing program and stuff, and it's like I don't think you're wrong. I mean, that was my rant, you know, back when the Spider Woman was nerfed. Is like we're just being lied to, you know. It's like, yeah, it was a solid video. %. Yeah, if you like that, and like they have to change the crystals too, because the superior bank of crystals were awful. The drop rates and the drop amounts were just garbage. They had such crappy value. It was like a 5% chance of getting the T7B, but you get 1% of it. It was completely useless. Because it was such a high chance, like I got it like 6 times, and it has like that's a lot of units for like not much. What it should have been like a 1% drop chance instead of 5%, but give you 5 times as much. So a 1% chance at 5% rather than a 5% chance at 1%. Effectively, give you the same amount of T7B in the long run, but would feel so much better pulling that 1% and getting a bigger chunk than getting the small tiny chunk so frequently. You know, just garbage. Cole, yeah, I mean, I've heard some people, it wasn't just lags either, that's like Cole might be in a bit of danger. And I don't know, like, it seems crazy because like they just buffed him and then, but I honestly don't think his buff did much in terms of like for his damage. Like just him being a 7-star is more reason for like his, because really what they did was more in line with just allowing him to be effective for like for battlegrounds, starting with charges and stuff. His overall like peak damage, they didn't really change that at all. They just changed how he ramped a little bit. They didn't actually change his damage at all. Just the fact that he's a 7-star now makes him so much more readily seen and whatnot for potential, because not many people like used, you know, a maxed out 6-star. So I don't think they should change him. I don't think they need to. I mean, it's similar with Juggernaut. Like he's just a 7-star, just by virtue of being a 7-star and the way 7-stars scale, like, it makes them really strong. So, yeah. Carolina seems to be pretty busted too. But again, it just kind of depends on. I don't know. It just, like I said, Kabam's gonna like do what they want to do because like they had no real justification for. I mean, even with their like more explanation in like later posts and like the backtracking stuff they did, it's like if your reason for wanting to nerf a champion defensively is for one specific node in war, which only affects 0.01% of people, it's like it makes no dang sense. Yeah. I'm not holding for the next Titan yet. I probably should. I want to open up the Nexus, and I might stop after that, but we'll see. It just kind of depends on what I get from that, from the compensation, because we're still waiting on that. Yo, Slinger. Yeah, it's going on 1 a.m. for moi, so it is very much so night. Oh yeah, man. Thank you much, Wolf. It's been a hot minute, so take care, man. Have yourself a good night. Nice cold water. 4 a.m. Oh boy, 4 a.m. Yeah. We should be getting the other compensation at some point this week, so we'll be getting that Titan Nexus. So hopefully, it's kind of already having expected to get it, but
not yet.
Unfortunately. I didn't click on the profile. Yeah. Chavez, I just used Chavez for a raid run, the test raid map or whatever. She's actually a lot stronger for that than I thought. She did it really quickly, and her regen, she can go from no health to full health. Because it's based on like the burst, which goes up with her damage, which goes up with the charges. So she does a lot of damage. Yeah, and I just like kept pushing it back. That really doesn't make sense either, though, because like, what difference? It's not gonna like change where people place. Are we still waiting for like a general compensation package too? Still, that they've been like, we're gonna be putting that together for you guys, and it's like been like 2 months or something. I don't know. Like the longer it goes, like the bigger the package should be. The stupid Act 6 compensation honestly is like a lot more stuff in it than I was thinking. There's like 100 and some odd tier 1 alphas and just a butt ton of extra other stuff. Like 37, they're like 30,000 7-star shards. Bunch of titans. Did we get the general? I don't even know. Well, that was the thing. Like after they buffed Act 5, is like Act 6 like looked terrible in comparison, especially since Act 6 was always the hardest act ever. Like an hour, yeah. I'm like, that's another reason I haven't claimed it yet. I was like, I don't have time to like just keep selecting stuff. Go, baby. I want to get to like 7.5. Bro, so much lag. Come on, give me. Okay, well that's one thing. It's also nice, but it's not like the thing I need. Bro. Apologies, my other screen kind of like blew up, so I'm gonna have to rest that in here in a second. Why did you expand the screen so badly? Broski. Just let me close the window, that would be nice. God, it's lighting so hard. What's up, Scat? Should that be enough for Cyber? Yeah, 100%. Like, you can buy what you want for Cyber. I mean, honestly, there's probably going to be the capacity of spending over 50 based on, like, everything that's going to be in the store. But you're not going to want to spend that much, obviously. There's not, like, because a lot of it, I think, is they're going to have, like, especially with the new relics being out, they're going to have relics, the offers and stuff that I would pass on entirely. I am Spider-Woman. Kushala is still unawakened. Yeah. Yep, that's fair. Yeah. My Nico is duped now, though, so like, I really need to just awaken Kushala and be done with it. $2,000? Yeah, nah. I still think the only realistic place like I'd probably tend to use them would be like AQ. Like I would rank 3 them just for like an AQ champion. That would be basically it. They're so good at like designing stuff around her. I mean, they still design stuff around Herc, and he's only a 6-star. Like they're so good at it. Like there's no reason he couldn't be a 7-star because they know how to design around him anyway. 150% longer. Ugh. That could be rough. That med actually sucked. Because the Serpent's, like, buff lasted for frickin' ever. And the only one that could really bypass that was, that and the power gains lasted longer, so, but really the only one that could like really do that one really well, because she could cancel out entirely, was Spiral. Yeah. I don't think there's any other, because one of the reasons I hadn't done it yet was because like I was considering maybe doing long shot, but long shot is in the basic now. So, and Kushala like gets actually used more, you know. I don't think they'll permanently like lock him out of like 7-star. I don't think they've said that. It's just like for the foreseeable future, they're not gonna like do anything with him. Like once we're like deep into like 8 stars, like I don't see any reason why he couldn't be a 7-star. Honestly, I don't see any reason he couldn't be a 7-star now. Like I said, he's strong, but he's not like the be-all end-all champion that he used to be, or like needs like. Just like he can kind of get used in battlegrounds, and he doesn't as a 6-star. Not for me anymore. As a 7-star, he might could, but like, what's wrong with that? Like, he's not somebody you need to use to get through like story content anymore. Like, he's not like helping you that much because story content is just not difficult. Like, he's just not required for it. Event quest stuff now is like you could use a Herc for one fight and then you can't use him again. So like, who cares? Like, there's nothing that they design anymore that like Herc would just completely demolish outside of like AQ. But who cares about AQ? Like, you know. So like, there's no harm in it. Hulkling is also very strong. He'd be like pretty busted as a 7-star, to be honest. Yeah, Kingpin. I would love me a Kingpin, man. He's so good. The problem with Kingpin is I would love to rank him, but I don't think he's like uber super like meta relevant right now because there's not a lot of people running Thing. He wouldn't be like crazy for like Spider-Woman. Like you could do Spider-Woman, but like yeah. But he can't do Serpents. He wouldn't be able to do like your onslaughts. He's not fighting some of these. He's not gonna be fighting friggin' Jean. Like that's a terrible idea. Dude, Hulkling, even as a 6-star, Hulkling can still punch up and reasonably do like rank 4 like onslaughts in battlegrounds. He's just okay. Or like Nick Fury's and stuff, like he can do pretty dang well. But he's not so dominant versus like that higher punch up with how much slower it's gonna take punching up that far. But like he's super strong. Dude, Rolk sucks. I thought like getting him as a 7-star he would like, but the one time I tried using him for as like a 7-star for the science path, like I was punching with a rank, it was a rank 1, but still, but whatever. I was using class advantage and had like the Furies and stuff, and he was hitting like a wet noodle. Like he was awful. It was tragic. Rolk frickin' sucks. Yeah, mine's I think only Sig 20. I don't think he's Sig 40. But I was like actually not like super upset about him, and now I'm just like, after I like used him for that first time, like well after the fact, I was like, I could very much so do without ever doing anything with this dude. Like it was very pitiful. Like I thought he was gonna be way better. It's like I've seen some like kind of stupidly impressive like BG matches with people like actually using him back as like a maxed out 6-star and stuff, like kind of crushing certain fights in some metas, and I'm just like, I don't see it. How, honestly, at this point, like after doing that, I was like, this is awful. Yeah, I mean, he wouldn't be like as defensive as like he was in the past, but offensively, like he'd crush it. Obviously, there's certain fights like you wouldn't be using him for. Like you wouldn't be able to do this fight particularly well. That's terrible. So, he's definitely a crappy pull. And Nico is very dominating, but outside of Nico, who has the potential of just being banned, like Shathra honestly doesn't do the fight particularly well. Chavez does it probably one of the best, and even then, like if stuff lines up poorly, it can be a little bit annoying. But Shathra can't like drain his power, so it's honestly kind of a sucky fight. Yeah, random, exactly. Honestly, I wouldn't mind him getting a slight tune-up, because, like, I mean, he's been buffed before, but, like, he just did not feel good at all in that matchup. Like, it was beyond pathetic. Yeah, Ant-Man would probably do better. Certainly have more defensive value and probably in a lot of fights. Honestly, he has more offensive utility. Buff immune, poison immune, shock immune. I think he's shock immune. He's definitely poison immune. But buff immune, decent damage. He's very tanky with the glancing and. Ooh. Bro, why am I getting my butt clapped on? I don't think my Ant-Man is even rank 2 though. I have so many rank 1s. And I haven't been doing a lot of rank 2s because like, well, rank 2s aren't doing me much good. So like when I do a rank up, I want to take them like straight to rank 3, which is really expensive, catalyst wise. Going from 1 to 3. Honestly, a Koye. Koye is much more valuable than anyone else, I think. And this is her last rotation in the Titan, so I would say Koye. And she's already passed rebalance, too. Like, they said she was fine, so. And she's, like, stupidly busted. But they don't touch her. Ridiculous. Honestly, thought she could have been, like, nerfed. Because, like, I mean, she was bugged when she, like, came out, like, a couple different times. And I don't know, it's a miracle she wasn't, like, tuned down in some way, because she's, like, ridiculous. A warlock, really? That's extra impressive. And that's totally fine. Like if there's like a legit like bug, especially like early on, like get it fixed. Yeah, like I have no issue with that. But like changing the kit entirely, like bruh. Like the Spider-Woman thing.
Not cool, man.
I really don't have the time to like keep pushing time into here. I really need to play Battlegrounds. So I think I was gonna go to 7.5, but I think we could go to 6, and then I really needed to do Battlegrounds. So. Yeah, well, the first problem, like, initially was, like, the vicious passives, or vicious buffs was bugged, and that affected her, but affected more so Sinister. It affected Sinister more than it affected her, quite frankly, but... Bro. That's slightly interesting though, Slinger, because like she can't crit with her specials. Which means you weren't getting like bonus shocks, and he's bleed immune, so you're only getting shocks. And you'd only get 1 shock during the special 2 and not like 2 per hit because of the no critting. Bug versus Photon. I mean, she can technically do Sinister, but that is like more sketchy than a lot of fights. The fact that she can fairly reasonably do Serpent and Dark Phoenix as well as she does, um, and Mystics with Proper Masteries, yeah, exactly. Well, it's not that it doubles up. It's because like when there's an immunity to one landing, like it refreshes some, so it allows you to stack them up higher. I'm not sure with the photon thing. Whatever. Yeah, I can't always get the stand up with her. Like I'm better at it with other champions than her. But yeah, if you can get the stand up into SP1 into another stand up, assuming the special one doesn't like push them red or something. She has so much reach. Dupe will help her a lot for me. Be really nice. And you're dead. Yeah, well, it's actually 30 plus. We'll do the refresh, but you need like the 50 or whatever to get the vicious. Yeah, basically. Yeah, dude, they're not even hard, man. Like, just do them. They're really not bad at all. 100% worth doing to get yourself a Sparky. Such ease, much worth. Don't throw that. I cannot afford to. Come on. Hey, we didn't die. Oh yeah, I need a rank 4 mine. Like she's gonna go up pretty soon, just because she is such bonkersness. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I regret any of my rank 4s either. They're all really solid. Alright, Una Mas for the 6 mil. Bruh. I'm gonna have to restart the game before we hop into BGs, because this is ridiculous. Yeah, same. I'm like very, very kind of picky about my rank ups. There's rank 3s I've regretted, for sure, but like... Yeah. Yeah, I'm still gonna wind up doing Sinister as well, but like I still love Onslaught. I don't regret that one at all. Yeah, same. Like BG's in mind, because like that's the mode I care about. Like if you covered for BGs, like you'll have champs for every other mode. Like of course. Yo, husband. Bro. I'm gonna get my butt clapped because of the lag! Yeah. What's up, Abyss? But yeah, they're not gonna be uber crazy important in the rank threes. But at this point, like I can do a lot of rank threes. Really, honestly, what's holding me back more from doing a bunch of rank threes is just like alphas, probably more than anything, and like specifically that rank 3 mat, but also like the lower catalyst, not for like doing rank 3s, but for doing the rank ups to get to champions up to rank 2 to then rank 3, you know, because they just eat through those, and then the alpha is like, well, I need those for rank 4s now because rank 4s are a thing, and they just go too fast. Like the tier 6 class catalysts, I've got a bajillion of them right now. I am flush with the T6. Like, I'd rather the T6 be my limiting factor rather than the freaking basic stuff. Yeah, I can back up there, but if he had thrown a special one, I would have been hit. Bro, ski. Horrendous lag that was. See? Hit. Ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah, I would totally pick up a lot just to do that. Like, I'd probably spend like a couple. I probably bought like 30, so like maybe 300 units worth on of those, and I'm like, honestly, it would have been worth buying more. Like even now, I'd probably buy one a piece for 10, one of each for 10 units. That doesn't seem like terrible. If I get 2 of each for like 15, that'd be better. If I can get 2 of each for like 15, that would be solid. I would buy that. Buy that 100%. All right, we're restarting because like this is ridiculous. Oh yeah, the regular is ridiculous. I've got a bunch in overflow right now myself. I haven't done a rank up in a while, so. Alright, I've got so much work because we're below 200 right now. How high do we need to get for Mysterium right now? Oh, okay, we only need 300 points. That's not too bad. Titania, for sure. Thinks it's okay. Overseer is meh. And Falcon, Titania is just better. Like, I don't even have 30k prestige with this new prestige. You have 30. You have 33? Like, that's ridiculous. I'm at like 20. I'm not even at 29. He's not like a terrible champion. He's just he's not like crazy amazing either. Well, I haven't played since my last stream, and I dropped like 100 points, so it wasn't great. Dang. I'm not like doing specific like. Why did you get Nico, you dick? Alright, let's see if we can not screw this up. Bro, what was that garbage? Come on. I messed it up so bad. I butchered that fight so bad. But we still won! Barely. 400 points. 435 points. Clutch. We had 0.5% more health, but I finished several seconds first. Interesting. Come on. Come on. Okay, what the heck auto blocked me, dude? Yeah. Dude, I lighted first. Why am I getting auto blocked, dude? That makes no sense. Yeah. That was a lot worse than I was expecting that fight to go for him, though, so interesting. Alright, his Spider-Woman's only rank 3. I think I have advantage there. If I do this... His might be duped, but I think we can do this okay. Oh, beautiful. Oh, oh, that was beautiful. Dude, he took so much from special attacks. If you mess up that dex, like, you're eating a lot of block damage. If you eat it to the face, even more so. So, look at that. Gorgeous. A lot of power sting. He actually did a lot more power sting than I did. But, hence why, even with the down rank, he was still able to pull that off, but. Gotta get them dexes, boy! Ooh, those were satisfying. Very satisfying. Actually, hold on a second. Before I'll go through them. I'm gonna get myself some tea. Be right on. Is that? Whoa, jeez, nothing but ice. We'll be right back. Very nice. Oh, that panned out so nicely. Yeah, I can imagine kids being expensive. Kids will, I mean, honestly, the biggest spend with like kids as they're growing is they constantly need new clothes because they're growing out of them, and they eat constantly. So food and like clothing, like you're spending butt tons. Alright, that's a no. The rank 4, we'll nope skis that. I'm gonna nope skis that as well. Alright. Can we get... Oh, never mind. I was like, shoot, I'll take crossbones, but... This is gonna be interesting. Have fun with that. Let's see. I actually do not need you for anything, so we're gonna use you. Actually, I could use her as a defender. Shoot. Well, so much for that. This will be fun. I did not mean to do that. Okay, bro. Okay, that one was my fault. Yeah. I butchered that worse than like anything could have been butchered, so that was lovely. I should not have lost that. That was 100% not great. Yeah, we lost. That's great. I don't think I can win. But there's no chance I beat this out. Literally none. Yeah, dude, that was actually really close. If I didn't mess that up, I actually think I would have won that. I could have finished that so much sooner. But I didn't keep the heal block up, and he ended up regenerating a lot. Well, that one was entirely my fault. I should have... I messed it up. I didn't... Yeah. It definitely could have been better. That was really slow. I mean, it was clean. It was a clean fight, but... They just went really slow. All he had to have was, like, have his Sinister throw a special one, and I would have won. Yeah, he regen a lot. Regen was pretty bonkers though. Well, it wasn't the hit regen, it was the node regen that was the problem. That was a good final pull right there. It's like my best defender right now, too. We're a bit in troubles. Come on, Kushal gonna crush this! I really want him to actually give me that stupid that was 100% my fault. I butchered this. That was not supposed to be a... I don't know why I thought that was a special 2 for some reason. Wow, I was not trying to throw that. Wow. There's like no chance I win that, right? Garbage. I butchered that so hard, it's not even funny. That was brutal. That was brutal. I don't know what happened there. I'll take it. I've got a lot of climbing to do, so I'll take it. Oh, brother. Nope. 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 Well, you banned you, so I'm gonna take that. Okay, really? That's just all kinds of bad. That's not good for me. Yep, I knew he was gonna take that stupid fucking axe. Dick! I'm gonna pig it. I'm gonna pig him. Why is that still there? You know, that's actually peculiar. I don't actually like Shathra for Zola. Like, I have a hard time with it. Never works well for me. Alright. Friggin' stupid. Strange this dude's not rocking the recovery mastery, but okay. That's really bizarre. I mean, I've tried it before. I don't like the spacing. You can't, like, single dash back heavy charge on his heavy, like, he hits you. And special one, like, I don't know. I don't like it. It's solid. This would have gone very differently. Well, slightly differently, at least, if he had had the recovery mastery. Which, for some reason, he wasn't using. Makes no sense. Yo, what's up, Hellboy? Welcome back. You know what? Let's try this. Oh shoot, I actually can't do that. Bruh, that's not good. That's really unfortunate. I'm gonna have to do it this way. I was like, if I went for the win and missed, I was 100% screwed round 3. I was not trying to do that. You suck! Yeah, I'm glad I threw that. That was fast, though. I am not good at that photon fight. It never goes that fast. Problem is, now I think I'm a little bit boned. But we'll see. He did give me, like, probably the easier fight because Spider-Ham just crushes Kindred that badly, but, you know. I can definitely finish this fight faster. That's for darn sure. What if my RNG didn't friggin' suck? Dude, no! I wasn't trying to throw that! I was dexing, you dick! Oh! I was about to win, and now I lost. Fun, dude. Wow, maybe. That was stupid fast. Jeez. 53 seconds is insane. I might not have actually won that. That was crazy fast. I had a 6-second load in, he had a 4-second load in. So yeah, honestly, that was way too fast, I think. That is insanely how fast he did that, dude. That was a flawless fight he had to do it that fast. I wasn't trying to throw the special one. I was trying to dex. I have had so many accidental special throws because like I am like all but certain that the button is not in the same spot it used to be, and I have been hitting it so frequently. It's like actually pissing me off. Well, we definitely needed that. Why the crap did he not take Yelena there? Huh. That's really bizarre. Honestly, that doesn't make much sense. I probably lose this. We're gonna try it again with the reverse controls, and hopefully we don't butcher it. Hopefully we get a little bit better Porker RNG too. Nope. Ah, went the wrong way. That was my fault. Well, he's dead at least. But that hurt. If he's not already done, then he's probably taking too much damage, so. That honestly was going really well up until the end there. I wanted him to just, if he had thrown it immediately and didn't like let me mess that up at the end, like I would have had 100% health, man. That was beautiful. Let's go. He messed it up. We'll take it. We'll take it. We throw this one. We're not like entirely. I mean, he's probably gonna win, but. Come on, bro. Dude, I am dexing, you dick face. Oh my gosh, dude. I mean, we still would have lost it anyway, but... That was actually winnable. I was not expecting that. I thought sure he was gonna do that fight. I was like a rank 4 gallon. That's like wild. Okay, that was surprising, but okay. That was really weird, actually. I've tried that matchup, like, good luck with it. It's doable, but it's rough. Clefairy is not immune to poison, so. I was not expecting that to go on defense. Wow. The fight would load. I lost 15 seconds. Unbelievable. Bro, what the crud? That friggin' sucked. Dude. That was so much faster than I was expecting, though, too. Dude. Ugh. Bro. I've tried that matchup, and, like, she just wouldn't not throw special ones. Freaking ruined me when I tried that matchup, dude. Dude, I know, dude. Like, I need a freaking wins, man. I've gone down now. Like, I started with a win, and now, like, I can't friggin' win. Ridiculous. What is that? I was not expecting him to do that with him on D. Like, that just... I don't know how I got hit there either. I mean, I still would have lost anyway. He was faster than I was, but... A really poor showing thus far. That's interesting. Okay, this dude looks like he's like AFK. Because Gallon realistically shouldn't have gone on D. Let's hope we're getting a free win, because like I could use a few. So far, we're doing garbage. I got very, very lucky in that. I would have probably died there. Well, maybe not died, but like I would have like lost half my health if she was nerfed when I did that fight. Like the ability axe reduction is really literally what saved me. It looks like he came back into the fight or something. Because I don't know. I have no idea. This is ridiculous. Yeah. How well does that work? I'm not sure curious. Yeah, I mean that's like the one downside to, but like I like it for a lot of other things. Like its downsides are far outweighed by the good sides. Bro, dude, I was gonna have 100% health. That's so garbage! Gonna have 100% freaking health. And she clips me on a dash back. Garbage. I've had the same thing happen though. Where it fails the delirium. I would have thought that fight would work really well, but I guess I have no idea how he works, so. Does his burst, like, not get through the cap, too, for some stupid reason? Honestly, without that, I don't see how he could have even finished the fight, but... I mean, most of it was the plasma. I have no idea what happened there. No idea. No clue. That's gotta be user error, because, like, there's no reason he wouldn't do... Oh, freaking skill. Man. It's the Mysterium person. Can live with that. That fight's a little rough, but we'll be alright. I can win this. That's fair. Let's see if we can do this. Probably not. Probably not, actually, but we'll try. Bro, can you, like... I mean, honestly, that was maybe slightly better than I was expecting it to go. That was actually fairly close. Even if I had 100% health, it was too slow. But hot dang, I'll take that. Alright, I'm gonna bet on that I can do the fight faster. Although it's probably not actually true. Well, actually him using that, that'd be tough to get up to a special 2 to do that fight. Okay, bro ski. Oh my gosh. God dang it. That was close. I think we're screwed. There's no chance. He'd have to completely... I'll shaft through it. I'm so disadvantaged here, man. So disadvantaged. I don't have any idea how. Come on, I want you to throw that. Dude, I want you to throw a frickin' special 1 for crying out loud. Bro, can you throw a special 1, please? So slow. Yeah, even if I had had the whole 100%. Dang it, dude. I knew I was screwed. Ugh! Dude, I can't string together some wins to save my life. Yeah, Soulbark is... I don't have Soulbark, so... yeah. I need literally like 100 points. If I could just like get a string. GG's, man. You had me in that draft so bad. Like I had no good. I had no way of winning two matches out of that, man. There's no way. GG's. The only way I won two is if you screwed up a fight. There was no way I could do a fight well to get two out of that. I mean, at this point, yeah, there's just not enough time for me to try and go any higher. I need at least Mysterium, yeah. If I didn't not play for a week, you know, I could have gone higher, but also didn't help that I lost 100 points the last time I played, so huzzah. I took Spiral out. Spiral is like not it for this meta because of all the damage capping. It's hard to say. Let's like around where Mysterium is right now. We still have a couple days, so if you get like one more win and check back tomorrow, like probably. Alright. Ready to see something impressive? Hopefully this could go interesting. There we go. That was my fault. Okay, where was my block? Oh my gosh, dude. Unbelievable. I was totally blocked that, dude. Dude, what? 60 seconds? Well, I guess normally she's kind of capped the damage anyway, but that seems really fast either way. Does the cutoff really? Interesting. Huh. Well, I'm screwed. I am totally screwed. Okay, and of course, you purified everything because I got freaking knocked down. Because it wouldn't let me friggin' dex. Okay, I was not trying to throw a special too. Oh my gosh, dude. Too frickin' slow. Gosh, dang it, dude. I can't win to save my life. I was well over 300 a week ago. Well, not well over, but I was just over 300 a week ago. I cannot win to save my life. So obnoxious. Like, I started out, like, really liking this meta. Like, I climbed up really well at the start of it. And now I can't freaking do it to save my life. Newton's Binomi? What? I am so boned. My drafts have just been kind of doo-doo, man. I mean, we both have kind of like crappy drafts for each other. How's it going? It's going terrible, Kanga. Quite frankly, we're doing not great. Bro, can you like... Oh my gosh, you freaking dick! Yeah, there was no chance he was gonna do that fight though. Yeah, that's fair too. Actually, you know, I don't think there's any shot he does Serpent, so. Oh, thank you for that. Alright, I need you to throw that. You need to throw. Bro! Oh my gosh, the timing of that. I was trying to throw it, and then he threw his first. That was... Really? In 56 seconds, you're kidding. What kind kind of garbage is that? That makes no bloomin' sense, man. That's so crappy, dude. Freaking ridiculous, dude. I lost because of that crap, dude. And I would have won with leader, except like went so south. It's not even funny. Oh my gosh! Dude, why can I not freaking do anything, man? It's just regenning. Like, there's nothing I can do about it. Unbelievable. Really? Bro, frickin' just paused. Unreal. That or just survived that long and did nothing. Which, that's actually possible. Yeah. I mean, he played it out, but unreal. If I just got her like under half and then just died, I would have won. I'm going backwards more and more, dude. I've lost more than 30 points. Right? Dude, I've lost 5 of the last 6 matches. I can't freaking win. And I've been winning round 1s too, but I can't win to save my life. It's very draft dependent, and I've not been getting good drafts. Like, my draft was decent this time, but I got ruined by AI on the stupid leader fight. It'd be really nice if I could see who these champions were. That would, you know, be useful. God. I honestly cannot believe how well Spiral ended up doing that Dark Phoenix fight. Because of the safeguard, I didn't think she'd do it that fast. Or that well. Nice. The new relic. What does that one do? I took Spiral out because, like, she was just not it for me. Ooh. To be honest, I really, really wanted to fight that Nico. Special damage for Nico. Interesting. Okay. I have the Kushala one for energy resistance. Oh yeah. Dude, and every time I do that too. Okay, that one was my fault. That one's not so much. God, I was trying to friggin' Dex. I mean, it's pretty much over anyway. It doesn't probably even matter. I already proved that that fight works really, really well. It's a little slow, but like you can finish really high health. Wow. Did not do it as well as what I did earlier. It's all just not nice. Better than Crossbones. I mean, Crossbones is really only there for Photon as an extra Photon option. curious how well this works. Is his auto block thing subject to ability accuracy reduction? Not that I could even find out. This matchup sucks royally. Well, I'm really glad I threw that. He's also really good for Spider-Woman, so. He's obviously crappy for that matchup, though, so. Good to know. Not doing that again. I can fight whatever he puts down. It's not a big deal at all. Honestly, Nico probably was his better option. Not this meta, though. I'm talking this meta specifically. Bro, frickin' lag is causing me all kinds of issues, man. God. He can come out full health so easily in that fight. I'm screwed. Black Cat, maybe. Yeah. But my Black Cat's not ranked up. And she's not awakened, so. I'm gonna restart the game again. I seriously don't know what is going on that I'm like just getting shafted so dang hard. Oh, I timed out. Thank you. I mean, Black Cat's decent, but like that's insane. I literally, I need to keep playing, but I need to go to bed. Like, I can't keep going. I still gotta run, I still want to run through my 4 stars one more time. This is atrocious. I'll have to just force it through tomorrow. I gotta call it there. Dagnabbit. We're down 20 points from where I started, at least. Those losses screwed me, dude. So we started... Yeah. So we're down 22 points. Unbelievable. Ugh. I've been going 3.5 hours almost. I gotta go. Sorries. I got to do it. If I didn't have work, I would keep going, but I need to be able to wake up in the morning. So, thank you guys. Have yourselves a good night. We'll force it maybe more, which is terrible, honestly, because like work was like really slow today, and it's probably not gonna be any better tomorrow. Well, it was less so what happened today, AB, and more than what happened last week. Because last week was the last time I played, and I dropped 100 points last week. So obviously we're down 22 points today, which isn't great, but I can't win for the save my life for this meta. Like this meta was great when it first dropped, and now everyone and their mother does perfect fights, and I don't understand it. They want to no. But nah, I already had to call out of work to go to my friend's rehearsal anyway, so nah, we're not I haven't hit Celestial since the bracket changed. Since before the brackets changed. Anyway, good night. Thank you, everybody. Have yourselves a good one, and we will see y'all around tomorrow. Hopefully we can do a little bit better, because that was sad. That was a really bad. Like I was honestly thinking it was gonna be promising. We started on a win, and then even the loss right after that was like, whatever. Then we won again. Or that win was that, and then we were like we were winning round ones, and then I could not for the life of me win a round 2 or have a draft that could win me 2 rounds in a row, and going for a third was just ruining me. Well, yeah, no, you can see I haven't played since last week. 5 days ago was the last time well, it says 5 days ago, but that was last Tuesday. So, well, technically Wednesday at this time, so yeah, 5. Well, but it's Tuesday at this time, so yeah. Anyway, yo, Grinfeld, sorry we're leaving, but thanks for dropping in. We'll have a good night, you guys, and I will see you around. Peace.